Hello, family. A Nigerian mother and her 9 children living in Canada for the past 3 years have been ordered to be removed from Canada, to be deported. Ebusia, due to the nature, the urgency of this news, I'm just going to change my tone a little bit and speak English just so that my Africans in the diaspora will also come to understand and see the urgency in this story and act fast in any way that they can. So, family, there's this Nigerian family who lives in Fort Erie, Ontario. It's a small town in Ontario, closer to Windsor and stuff like that. This is the Fayemi family. It's included the mother and 9 children. They fled from America to come to Canada to seek refugee, right? To seek asylum. So they came on the basis of we were on vacation in America. My husband, who is a career politician, was kidnapped in Nigeria. So therefore, we cannot go back. We're coming to Canada to seek refuge. So they've been here in Fort Erie, Ontario, for the past 3 years now. But it's for the past 3 years now. And along the road, one of their kids, a teenager, Amirat, fell ill. She was diagnosed of leukemia. So she needs treatment that she's been getting from Windsor Hospital back and forth, day in and day out, to the point where right now she will actually have to receive, she will have to undergo bone marrow or stem cell transfer. And apparently one of the siblings actually qualifies or is a donor, is a match, right? So that is also there. The sick kid whom the family is basically supporting. So they've been seeking refugee status, and their humanitarian and their refugees claims has not been approved, and they've been ordered to leave Canada. So with the sick kid in Nigeria, how is a sick kid with leukemia going to basically live? Basically, we are just going there for this kid to die, because on a continent where even common headache can kill you. So this is the dilemma they're facing. So the small town, Fort Erie, the family, the teachers, the school board, the neighborhood, everybody is rallying behind this family, this Nigerian family, to write to immigration, to their MPs, to higher authorities for this family to be spared, especially the teenage who is sick. So the lawyer representing them actually submitted another claimant on humanitarian and compassionate grounds, so that they can stay and take care of the sick kid instead of that kid going to Nigeria to die. However, that compassionate grounds has been denied as well, and they've ordered their removal this coming Sunday. So that is how urgent this message is. The Nigerian family has to be out of here. 9 children, 1 sick with leukemia, has to be deported from Canada back to Nigeria by this Sunday. That's in 2 days. So this message, it's probably coming to us a little bit too late. So Ebusia, so this is the thing. My question is, will Canadian authorities or courts intervene to pause this deportation order if the community really show their support and rally behind this family? So let's explore what you and me can do. For me, I'm doing my part by putting this video up there for you from Nigeria, Kenya, Africa, Ghana, everywhere to see, and also your job will be to push this video forward. So that's my job I'm doing. I'm putting this video. You have to push this video, share it on different platforms, on your WhatsApp groups, in your community board platforms and stuff like that. And also for my fellow Nigerian families, Nigerian friends, my Nigerian friends, you also need to contact your area MPs, immigration officers, health advocates in your areas and within your groups, the human rights organization. Just reach out to them to urge them to act to protect this young girl, Amirat's life. Because the more we speak, the more we push forward, things can happen regardless of how close the time is. So one, we can, I haven't come across any fundraising thing. I would have put in the link here, but if we see any fundraising links that's going on, you can also do by supporting, by either resharing it or contributing the little bit that you can. And last but not the least, prayers always work. Let's continue to pray and stand in solidarity with this family, because when it hits one person, when it hits your neighbor, it hits all of us, right? So That's one thing that that's what we have to do. Then I researched a little bit. So if the Canadians are refusing this young girl on a compassionate and humanitarian grounds, has any of these cases, has there ever been cases in Canada that the Canadian immigration laws have actually bent backwards and have listened and spared a child's life before? I actually found some. There was one just recently. It said Nguyen versus Canada, right? Citizenship and immigration. This was in 2025, this year. Apparently, it was a Vietnamese family who came here, and then they were seeking refugee, applied for permanent resident status, and along the way, the wife fell sick, but they received deportation. They fought on humanitarian and compassionate grounds that the mother, once she leaves to Vietnam, she will not get the treatment, she will die. And the Canadian immigration accepted it and retrieved their deportation orders. Not only that one, there was another one. It says Simone versus Canada. That's Minister of Citizenship and Immigration. This was in 2000. This case, no, there was a Jamaican family, a mother and two kids, who also came here. Actually, that mother had one of the child who was sick was a Canadian citizen, but the mother and the other child were not. Right? So when the deportation order came, the mother's plea was, "My child is sick. Though she or he is a Canadian citizen, if we leave, who is going to take care of this child?" Through that, they were able to fight, and they were able to accept her and allow her to stay. Not only that, we have the Hilowitz family. Also, this case was also by a medical thing. A child was sick while they were vacationing in Canada, and the child was receiving treatment, and the deportation came that they had to leave. Right? And then they said, in the country where we are going, where we are from, this treatment is there, but it's only for adults. They won't accept it for kids. And lo and behold, their lawyers were able to fight it, and the family stayed in Canada. This is not the only one. It's many. And of course, it's case by case, right? So all we can do is to pass on this information. Just forward it. Just keep forwarding it. When you hear this video, don't sit on it. Just keep pushing it out. You never know, something will happen, and something will spark, and something will help. The African community in the diaspora, we need to rally behind each other. We need to rally behind each other. Don't just say, "This is Nigerian, so I'm not going to help. This is Ghanaian, I'm not going to help. This is this." No, the Eastern Europeans, they help themselves. The Asians, they help themselves. Everybody helps themselves except the African community, right? Except the African community. Guys, let's not stand alone then. There's a proverb in Mayakan language that says that when a broom stands alone, it's easily broken. You can break it easily. But when you put the bunch together, how can you break it? It's so hard. So that's what it is. Let's not stand alone. Let's not keep standing alone. We should rally behind each other. My job is to push this forward. Your job is to also share it. Thank you.